Hi, Hawthorne. I'm Dawnn Basaraba, and today we have with us a great guest, Trey Burry from Burry's Pharmacy. He's going to tell us all about our upcoming clinic on October 7th.
Yes, yes. So we have, the flu shot clinic that we do every year is coming up next Tuesday, October 7th, and then we'll be back again on October 21st, so 2 weeks after that.
Okay, and it's stated flu and COVID shots.
Yes.
So maybe we'll hear a little bit more about the COVID shots.
Yeah, so, right now in Florida, the COVID shots have not yet been approved for pharmacies to administer that. So the COVID shots are FDA approved. So that means they've been approved for patients 65 and older, or patients that are younger, but that have an additional chronic health condition. And it's very wide, the interpretation of that, kind of chronic health condition of why you would need an additional vaccine. Certainly heart conditions, diabetes, kidney, liver, any kind of breathing type problems, COPD, asthma, obesity, mental health conditions. They're really like, if you take medications for anything, or if you have any sort of other diagnosed condition, it's pretty liberal with, what kind of qualifies for that. So that's what the FDA has approved. Well, in Florida, in order for a pharmacy to give a vaccine, we also need to have the CDC have a vaccine approved. So the CDC, they have a panel. It's called ACIP, which stands for, I believe, the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices. So they met last week, and they essentially decided that they would approve the COVID vaccines with a stipulation that it's kind of to be determined by individual decision making, potentially meaning that you would have to consult, a doctor or something. We're still kind of waiting for the guidance on that, hoping that that will just, include pharmacists and that, kind of shared decision making. But even though the committee has recommended the vaccine, it still has to be approved by the CDC director. And that is what we are still waiting on. So that could be done, this afternoon as we're taping it. But for now, Florida pharmacies still can't give the COVID vaccines. So what that means is, we'll be sending out the sign up and posting it online today, but we're going to, kind of give the option to go ahead and sign up for the vaccine. And we've made a notation that, the vaccine will be available depending on it, receiving that CDC approval. So, we're gonna let people sign up, but as of now, we're still not able to get it. And like I said, that could change this afternoon. It could be later in the week. We're hoping before the clinics, that
Right.
we'll be good to go. But that's kind of the information we have now from the CDC. So.
So if I were the correct age, I could sign up for the COVID vaccine and the flu vaccine, but I will be aware that maybe I will not receive the COVID vaccine on this day.
That's
And
correct. Yeah.
and I wonder, so today is 9/22,
Yes.
and we're going to be able to sign up today. So I would, if I were 65. I got a little kick out of the way he said, even mental health issues.
Yeah.
so,
I mean,
so maybe I have a chance. But
yeah. Yeah.
the so I'll sign up for both,
Hmm.
and then I might not get one.
Yeah.
But you're coming back the 22nd.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I don't know, if I might, if I didn't get it, if I might try signing up again.
Yes, yeah, and that's what already a lot of people have done in previous years is, the first date that we're here, that Tuesday the 7th, they get their flu shot, and then 2 weeks later on the 21st, they go ahead and get the COVID shot then. So certainly, like, that would be a way of doing it. You can sign up for both on that first date. If we have them, we'll give you both if, that's what you prefer. But then, if not, we can keep your form and kind of carry it over, for the following visit, 2 weeks later, if the COVID vaccine then becomes available.
They're playing it by ear, as we can see.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Usually this is done, much
Yes.
further in advance,
Yes.
so we have a little more time to kind of plan. But unfortunately, we need to have people, sign up in advance and,
Right.
make plans for, coming to the clinic. So that's kind of why we've decided to go ahead and release the forms, and then we'll hopefully, keep everyone updated. I'm not exactly sure how that goes out to Hawthorne if y'all have Facebook groups or whatnot. But, we'll be notifying people as soon as they do become available. And we'll try to also, contact people, with their forms and whatnot once we find some updates.
Once you have them.
Once we have those signups too.
And the reason for now is probably and the time is the reason now is probably because it's flu season.
Yeah.
We need to get our flu shots, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to skip.
Yeah.
We want to get our flu shots, so we don't want the flu, that's for sure.
That's correct. Yeah, October is really the month I recommend people get the flu shot every year. September's, still good. You don't want to get it too early in the season sometimes because you're not as protected. But certainly by the end of October is when I usually recommend patients receive the flu vaccine. And I mean, historically, this has been the time where
Right.
people have been getting COVID
Right.
vaccines
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
It's just a little delayed, this year. So yeah, we still want to, move forward with, getting everyone the flu shot that wants it, so that they can be protected, for this coming flu season too.
Yes, especially here, especially in our age group, our young group of people. So, all right, so sign up online. Those forms are going to be available. I believe they're emailing them. The online. It's already been in the bulletin. I'm not sure, but probably Chad will send it out on his email to everyone, so you can click in there and fill it out. And I did see that the AARP is going to be available to help you fill this out. So it's in the bulletin on the days and times that they'll be available to help you if you can't do it. I know if you don't have a computer and you want to do it, they have one right here in the library. And probably someone here in the library can help you because they did help us with some other things.
Yeah.
So at least get that flu
Yeah.
shot. At least get that flu shot scheduled. Try to get them both. I would try to get them both, and then that way, even if they're not available the 7th, you'll have our information. So if they're available on the 21st, which we probably will know more by that time.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and I would say too, we can certainly help you at the pharmacy as well. If you don't have a computer, it's difficult signing up. Certainly, you could call. I would recommend maybe calling later in the week. Everyone will be able to get shots.
Yes.
It's not a first come first serve. So if you maybe wait till later on this week to call us if you need help signing up, we may know more about if
Right.
it's actually going to be available or not. Versus like today, we're just still kind of waiting. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
might be a little better to wait till, or even anytime next week. Too. So.
Yeah. So that sounds great. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
doing this
of
again
course,
because it's such a convenience. We have a new show we're doing. It's called the Hawthorne Advantage, and we didn't even mention this on there. But every time we look around, we see another advantage
Yeah.
for being at Hawthorne,
Yeah.
and this is one of them.
Yeah.
That we have this Trey down here organizing our shots for us so that we're all healthy.
Yeah, we appreciate the invitation to come back every year, and yeah, we try to make it as convenient as possible, so you don't even have to leave the neighborhood to get protected.
Yes,
so.
yes. Well, thank you so much, Trey.
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to tell everyone?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I'm always available if you have any questions. We're a traditional pharmacy too, so if you have any medication related questions, we deliver to Hawthorne for free, but we'd be able to help you with any other questions or needs that you have as well.
And if we have our prescriptions, I mean, we can just have them sent to you, right?
Correct.
They could get filled, and you will deliver to us
Yep.
for free.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's so hard. Well, thanks again, Trey. It was
Yes.
great to have you here. And Hawthorne, let's all get ourselves protected. See you next time.